Hi lovelies, this video is about ABA therapy, applied behavioral analysis for my autistic daughter. So I wanted to go into why I picked the company I picked, what I liked about it, and what I felt I needed to do during the process. So basically, she already had early intervention. She had a bunch of therapists there. So when I picked the ABA company that I wanted to use, I didn't really want the floor based one or the too much floor based because I felt like that's what early intervention used, the little play and let them direct. So basically it's okay, she picks up this toy. So we're going to talk about this toy and we're going to play with this toy and they're going to use this toy as a learning moment, right? So since I started early intervention doing that, I wanted to kind of steer away from my ABA therapist doing that. So basically the ones I picked are the ones who had set things that they were going to teach her and they were going to work on, and they were not going to do it in just a trial way. And the trial is like they're sitting there and they just do trials over and over and over again. So it was kind of a play based, but it was directed in her learning specific things and working on specific things. And that's why I picked this company opposed to a different company. It was totally floor based, right? Totally, let's play games. You picked up this toy, a music instrument. We're going to talk about this. I wanted her to kind of have a learning environment. So they worked so great. Like, she definitely learned things. And the biggest thing was that she didn't just do it for them. It translated home because you don't want it to be like, and I hate to say this, like a dog trick. Like this woman or whoever could get her to do this dog trick, but then she can't do it anywhere else. So I don't want to compare my child to a dog, but I didn't want her to be able to just do tricks. I wanted her actually to learn and it become into her repertoire of things that she learned how to do, which it did. And the thing I loved about them was they also had a way to they would show me the things she progressed in, the things she's completed, the things she never progressed in. Like she never progressed into repeating words. Like that part was so stagnant, whereas the picture exchange system just blew up. Like she just hit every freaking milestone with that, but she still would not repeat, which hurt my soul that she would not repeat. But other than that, I love that they had this thing called blocks to learning or something. So basically, if they were having an issue, a roadblock with her learning something, they would switch tables. So, like for instance, they did this matching. So let's say there's 3 pictures, and she's supposed to say car, ball, or truck, right? So if they say car or ball, she's supposed to pick the car or ball. Well, she would just pick whatever. So that was our roadblock to learning, that she clearly wasn't learning them. But once they started showing them to her individually, like this is ball, 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 like teach her each one at a time, then put it in an array, she could pick it most of the time, like 80% of the time. So that was like a block to learning that they, figured out a different way to teach her. Hence why I still want this autism center, because that's the way they would do it too. These roadblocks to her learning things and then switch it up for her to learn them better. Also, in our meetings, I also set what I wanted the goals to be. I didn't just let them set the goals because there were certain things I required or I wanted her to do or I wanted her to learn. So for instance, she has low tone, and she wasn't walking down the stairs. Like she'd slide down on her butt, which is cute and okay. But what happens when my mother has to put her on the bus, or, if all our steps were inside the house, then that would be one thing. But no, you have to walk outside, and we have a set of steps outside. So one of my goals was that she needed to walk down the steps. So she has completed that goal. She can walk down the steps now. It's slow. It's not fast. And she's holding hands and she's still a little unsteady, but she can do it. So what happened was we had to work with ABA worked with OT, right? And they got her to do it. So I'm impressed. So that was one of my things. And another thing was getting her to talk, but clearly that didn't happen. But I definitely felt that I played an active interest in what ABA was working on, what they were trying to get her to do, what I wanted her to do. It definitely felt like a team effort. Now I know some people do not like ABA or had bad experiences. And to me, I've had a good experience. So, but I could understand how you would feel if you had a bad experience. Like, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I had a total great experience with ABA. So, it depends on the company. It depends on the therapist. And, a lot of these girls are very young. What I noticed, though, the people that are really, really interested in helping, autistic children, or really have a vested interest, like a family member or someone in their family has autism, the ones I've met are great ABA therapists. I don't know. I don't know what is that connection or whatever. Maybe it's because they have a vested interest. It wasn't just like something they fell into. Not to say that other people couldn't be great ABA therapists. I'm just saying from my experiences, because we definitely went through a few. One went to grad school. One quit. And it seems like the ones who definitely had like a family member or some reason that they joined this profession really did well with my daughter. She definitely had a favorite. It was so funny. She loved this girl. I mean, she came in the house, she dropped everything, went in the living room and sat down like ready for her, ready for this girl. To the point that the BCBA, the supervisor, could not get Ava to do things that this girl could get her to do. So they had to bring in another therapist a couple days a week so that she'll do what she needs to do to everybody, not just her favorite therapist or whatever. So that's all I want to say. I definitely had good experiences and I hope to continue. Her therapy is suspended until we figure out, will it be summer school or will it be autism center. I'm still shooting for this autism center, and please say a prayer for my baby. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.